CLAT 2026 is done, and you have probably seen the same reactions everywhere. I could have done better. Analytical reasoning shocked me. GK wasn't what I expected, or I ran out of time. In this video, let's break down all the mistakes that CLAT 2026 aspirants made so that you don't repeat the same for CLAT 2027. Mistake 1. Focusing only on legal reasoning and GK. So a lot of students treated legal reasoning and GK as their comfort zone and quietly ignored analytical reasoning and quants. The result? A balanced paper like CLAT 2026 punished anyone who relied only on 2 sections. So our takeaway from this for CLAT 2027 is that the preparation has to be holistic and comprehensive and not dependent on any 2 sections. Mistake 2. Preparing logical reasoning only as critical reasoning. So a lot of students were expecting critical reasoning passages in the CLAT paper. What happened instead is that the paper was completely analytical reasoning dependent. Arrangements, distributions, conditions, and suddenly the time started slipping. So a key takeaway from this for CLAT 2027 is that logical reasoning has to be understood as CR plus analytical reasoning. You need to focus equally on puzzles as well as argument-based questions. Mistake number 3 that CLAT 2026 aspirants made was treating GK as one-liner memory work. Students revised fact but not the context. But CLAT 2026 paper required students to have awareness of what the event meant, why it mattered, and how it connected to the passage. So a key takeaway from this for CLAT 2027 is that GK needs to be context first and not PDF first. And that means you cannot blindly rely on any monthly or yearly compilation. You need to do your own research of what the event is, how it matters, how it connects to other events, and who are the parties involved. Mistake 4 that CLAT 2026 aspirants made was ignoring current legal issues. CLAT 2026 legal wasn't traditional or purely principle-based questions, but the passages were rooted in current legal and policy debate. Anyone who did not follow basic legal news felt lost even when the rule was right there in the passage. So our takeaway for CLAT 2027 from this is that legal reasoning should include both comprehensive coverage of concepts like tort law, criminal law, contract law, plus also current legal issues. Mistake 5 that CLAT 2026 aspirants made was giving mock but without fixing the errors they were continuously making. Students appeared for more than 50 mocks but they never analyzed the patterns and kept repeating the same mistakes. As a result of this, speed stayed the same, accuracy stayed the same, but confidence fell. So a key takeaway from this for CLAT 2027 is that what matters is not the number of mocks you give, but the number of mocks you analyze and how well you analyze. Mistake number 6 that students made was poor section timing strategy. A lot of students spent a lot of time on analytical reasoning and legal reasoning and were in panic mode already when they reached GK section or the quant section. As a result, a paper which should have been a good balanced one became a rushed one. So a key takeaway from this for CLAT 2027 is that it is very important that you set your section-wise time limits very early on in your preparation. Mistake number 7 that students made was letting one bad section ruin the entire paper. An unexpected analytical reasoning section or a slow quant section made students spiral. They tried to make up for it with fast guesses, but that only increased negatives. So the key takeaway from this is that you recover from a bad section and do not end up chasing it. Mistake number 8 and very important is that a lot of students underestimated speed. The CLAT 2026 paper wasn't conceptually hard. It was a speed exam disguised as a moderate paper. Slow speed, slow calculation, slow decision making all costed marks. So our takeaway for CLAT 2027 is that skill building is a part of your preparation journey and not an afterthought. So our final takeaway is that CLAT does not really punish knowledge, but it punishes imbalance, untested strategy, and slow decision making. You need to fix these mistakes now by balancing your prep, tracking current legal issues, solving puzzles, analyzing every mock, and building real exam speed. If you do this consistently, I can assure you that CLAT 2027 will be a more controlled experience for you.